Okay, I'll take you through part A completely, get you started on part C, and hopefully you can figure out how to do part B. The idea is that in part A, this is an angle, and it's an angle that has a sine of 1 over x. So we're supposed to use a right triangle, so here it is, and this angle theta, that's the angle that has a sine of 1 over x, opposite over hypotenuse. And so if we let A equal the missing side of that right triangle, we could say that a squared plus 1 squared equals x squared, Pythagorean theorem. And if we solve for a in terms of x, this is what we get. Notice that when we take the square root of both sides here, we use the positive square root because we're dealing with the lengths of the sides of triangles. So there is the value or an expression that represents the length of this missing leg. And now looking at this right triangle, we can say the cosine of theta, where theta is the angle that had a sine of 1 over x, is adjacent over hypotenuse, the square root of x squared minus 1 over x. Okay, so there's your answer for part A. For part C, we're trying to find the secant of an angle that has a sine of x over the square root of x squared plus 4. Well, here's that angle again. Theta has a sine of x over the square root of x squared plus 4. If we let x represent the missing leg, using the Pythagorean theorem, we can get a squared plus x squared equals x squared plus 4, where, of course, the hypotenuse squared is just x squared plus 4. Solve for a, similar to what we did over here. And whatever expression you get, the secant of theta will be the inverse of the cosine. And the cosine would be whatever this a value is over the square root of x squared plus 4. So the secant would be the square root of x squared plus 4 over this value right there. Do B similarly. Sketch a little right triangle and label the sides that you know that give you an angle with a tangent x over the square root of 3. Find, which is opposite over adjacent. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find an expression for the hypotenuse. And, well, maybe you don't even need that because you're doing cotangent of that angle. So you don't even need that. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.